Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Dallas Cowboys fans, brace yourselves, because the NFL world has just been rocked by a move nobody saw coming. After years of speculation, rumors and whispers, it's finally happening. Amari Cooper is officially making his way back to Dallas. That's right. The star wide receiver, once considered one of the foundational pieces of the Cowboys' offense, is now on his way back to the Lone Star State in what experts are already calling one of the most unexpected and game-changing reunions of the 2025 NFL offseason. Sources close to the situation confirm that a contract has not only been discussed, but shockingly signed, and it has been validated by none other than Cowboys owner Jerry Jones himself. Let's be honest. This is the kind of headline that sends shockwaves through locker rooms and fan bases alike. Amari Cooper, a player who once donned the iconic silver and blue and made jaw-dropping catches in AT&T Stadium, is now officially returning to the franchise that made him a household name. And fans? They're losing their minds. Across social media, reactions have been electric, some in disbelief, others in celebration, and many already envisioning Cooper lining up alongside CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks to form what could be one of the deadliest receiving trios in the entire league. So how did we get here? How did a player traded away just a few seasons ago come full circle back to the team that once leaned so heavily on his talents? Let's rewind. When the Cowboys initially parted ways with Cooper, the move was largely seen as financially motivated. The front office, led by Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, made the difficult decision to trade him to the Cleveland Browns in a cap space move that left many fans confused and disappointed. At the time, it was argued that Cooper's production no longer justified his contract. But deep down, fans always knew his chemistry with Dak Prescott was something special, and losing him left a noticeable void in the offense. Fast forward to now, and that same front office has come full circle. Sources close to Jerry Jones say he personally initiated the conversations to bring Cooper back, impressed not just with Cooper's continued productivity in Cleveland, but also his professionalism, leadership, and still elite route running. Jones was reportedly adamant that Dallas needed to add another big-time playmaker for Dak Prescott, especially with the NFC becoming more competitive than ever. And after internal discussions with head coach Mike McCarthy and new offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, the decision was made. If they could work out the numbers, Amari Cooper would be a Cowboy again. And now the deal is done. The contract details, while not fully released yet, are believed to include a 2-year structure with a guaranteed portion front loaded for cap flexibility. Multiple league insiders say the base value of the contract is close to $34 million, with incentives that could push it near $40 million. It's a move that signals Dallas is no longer waiting around to win. They're going all in. Cooper's return doesn't just add talent. It adds familiarity, comfort, and instant chemistry. His relationship with Dak Prescott was one of the smoothest quarterback-receiver dynamics in the NFL when he was last in Dallas. Their timing, trust, and rhythm were almost telepathic, especially on third downs and in the red zone. In fact, during Cooper's time with the Cowboys, Dak's passer rating when targeting him was among the highest in the league. Bringing that back into the fold is going to change the way defenses approach this offense from day one. But what does this mean for the rest of the wide receiver room? Sources say CeeDee Lamb is excited. He's grown into the #1 receiver role in Cooper's absence. But now, with Cooper drawing coverage and creating separation, Lamb is expected to have even more freedom to dominate. Brandon Cooks, known for his speed and route precision, adds another layer. Suddenly, the Cowboys' passing attack looks as deep and dangerous as any in the NFL. And let's not forget tight end Jake Ferguson, who quietly had a breakout season last year. The offensive weapons are stacked, and fans are already dreaming of fireworks this fall. Defensive players, too, are fired up about the move. Micah Parsons took to social media with a simple message: "Let's get this ring." It's clear the locker room believes in this team's potential, and moves like this only energize the mission. Cowboys insiders report that the atmosphere inside the facility shifted the moment the Cooper news broke. Players are hungry, motivated, and laser-focused on one goal: bringing a Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas for the first time since the 1990 ES. This bold move also sends a message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys are not standing still. After a season that ended in disappointment, the front office knew changes had to be made. And while Dallas has been criticized in the past for not being aggressive enough in free agency or trades, this offseason is rewriting that narrative. From acquiring new defensive talent to bringing back a star receiver, the Cowboys are finally putting their chips in the middle of the table. Analysts across the league are already adjusting their power rankings. NFL Network's Good Morning Football crew reacted live to the news, with one host calling it a massive coup for Dallas. Spain's Stephen A. Smith, a known Cowboys critic, begrudgingly admitted that Dallas just made themselves significantly more dangerous. And former Cowboys legends like Michael Irvin and Tony Romo have both expressed their excitement, saying Cooper's return gives the team a shot to make a deep postseason run. Now, of course, questions remain. How will Cooper adjust to the new offensive system under Schottenheimer? Can Dak stay healthy and deliver in big moments? Will the O-line hold up and give this trio the time they need to work? All of these are valid concerns, but what's undeniable is that the Cowboys have just taken a massive step forward. They've addressed a major need, brought back a player who fits perfectly with their current roster, and made it clear that they are not content with just making the playoffs. They want more. The excitement in Dallas is reaching a fever pitch. Merchandise sales are reportedly spiking after the announcement, with Cooper jerseys flying off the shelves. Fans are calling sports radio stations with renewed optimism. Season ticket holders are buzzing. This move has reignited belief across Cowboys Nation that this team is ready to break through the ceiling that has held them back for decades. And Jerry Jones? He's basking in the moment. Known for his showmanship and love of the spotlight, Jones is once again at the center of a blockbuster move that could define the season. In a brief statement, he said, "Amari's a Cowboy at heart. He never stopped being part of this family. And we're thrilled to have him back where he belongs." Powerful words from the man pulling the strings behind the scenes. Cooper himself has not yet held a full press conference, but insiders say he's thrilled to return. He still has a home in the Dallas area and has remained close with several players on the roster. His return is more than just business, it's personal. It's about unfinished business, redemption, and a chance to write a new chapter in the storied history of America's team. Training camp is now set to be one of the most watched in recent memory. Fans will be eager to see how Cooper fits in, how quickly he and Dak get back in sync, and how the offense begins to take shape. With preseason around the corner, the momentum is building, and expectations are sky high. In a league where bold moves often define championships, the Cowboys just made one of their boldest yet. Bringing back Amari Cooper may not have been on anyone's radar a month ago, but today it's the reality. And if this move pays off, it could be remembered as the moment everything changed. For Dak Prescott, for Jerry Jones, and for the millions of loyal Cowboys fans who have waited far too long